Okay, before we solve any trig equations, you should be familiar with how, if you have a solution, how you would check your answer here. So this is questions 1 through 6 in the homework right here. What I have, this is number 4, what I have is that x equals pi over 16, and I want to check if that's a solution to this equation that is written above, which says 2 cosine squared of 4x minus 1 equals 0. And I want to do that for x equals pi over 16 and x equals 3 pi over 16. So again, if we're going to check our solution, let's first substitute pi over 16 for x. So I'm going to write 2 cosine squared of 4 times pi over 16 minus 1 equals 0. Okay, so again, this is part A. Okay, and now I'm going to evaluate this. So I have 4 times pi over 16. That's just going to be 2 cosine squared. Pi over 4 over 16 reduces to 1 over 4. And minus 1 equals 0. Okay, and this is where you got to remember that this is the same thing as, when I write a little 2 above the cosine, this is just the same thing as saying this. So it's the same thing as putting that squared on the outside, and I'm evaluating cosine pi over 4. Again, you gotta be familiar right here. Cosine pi over 4. That's gotta come pretty quickly. If you don't know it, take a look at your trig bit sheet. I'm gonna look right here, since make sure that if we're confused, we remember how to do that. Again, it's also the x value on our circle if we're looking for the cosine. So right here, pi over 4. Cosine is square root of 2 over 2. Okay, let's zoom back out a little bit. Okay, so it's a square root of 2 over 2. Okay, now we gotta finish this off by squaring it. So let's just finish everything off here. So we have the square root of 2 over 2 squared. So we'd have the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, which would be 2, over 2 times 2, which would be 4, minus 1 equals 0. 2 over 4 would be 1/2. Let's go ahead and write that out. 2 times 1/2 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. We have checked our solution. Okay, this would be very similar for B. So now we have 3 pi over 16. Let's go ahead and do that one too. So just to show that that is also solution. So we're going to start again. 2 cosine squared for 3 pi over 16 minus 1 equals 0. Okay, we're going to do the same process here. So this is one you should practice a little bit. If you want to pause it for the moment, try it first. Do a couple steps and see if I get it. Okay, I'm going to keep going now. So I have 2 cosine squared of 3 pi over 4 minus 1 equals 0. Again, I'm going to look at my trig bit sheet. 3 pi over 4 is negative square root of 2 over 2 squared minus 1 equals 0. Okay, and this is very similar to A. If it's just negative square root of 2, but I square it, a negative times a negative will be a positive. So I will get the same answer that I had as in part A. Skipping all the steps. 0 equals 0. So again, right here you're just seeing what the solutions are, and you're checking your solution. Now the next couple of videos would be is actually how to solve the equation before you check your solution.